With the I use my cranberry pan.
What is it?
All right. So get a sauce pot for the cranberries.
Oh.
We're gonna start with 1 bag of cranberries, about 12 ounces. You can go with a pound if you want. And it's not gonna change variation that much. The first thing we want to do is zest oranges. You can use already zested, dried zest in the store if you want. I prefer to use fresh oranges and zest my own. It just makes for a nice zesty taste. This is a zester if you haven't seen one before. We're going to do 3 oranges for this recipe. I use Florida oranges because we're from Florida. We have oranges. We should use Florida oranges. Some people like blood oranges. You can use lemons if you want. We want to use a citrus or an acid because we want to bring out the juice in the cranberries. So let's zest some oranges. Just run it along the zester until you start to see white under the peel. This is definitely the hardest part of the entire recipe, but it is a darn good recipe. And if you're using dried bottled orange zest, I would say use about 3 teaspoons if you're not going to use 3 oranges. Yeah, you can buy dried orange zest in the stores, and they come in those little bottles. We're going to let that train go by. Just Amtrak, it'll be short. Orange zest is nice and pretty. Nice color. What's that? The train? Nice train, isn't it? The orange zest just gives it almost like a bitter taste to it. I don't know if you've ever bitten into an orange peel before. It's definitely not the sweetest thing in the world, but it adds tons of flavor to anything really. So once you got the 3 oranges zested, I got the other 2 right here. I'm not going to do that for too much longer. Throw the zest into the pan on medium, and then we're going to juice the oranges. You can use orange juice out of the bottle if you want, carton, however you get it. I would say go with a 1/4 cup. We're going to juice all 3 of our oranges. I use a sifter so I don't get the orange seeds into my cranberry sauce. You want to squeeze all of those in there. Like I said, you can use a 1/4 cup of orange juice instead if you don't want to squeeze. Don't feel bad. I don't like to squeeze all the time either. Alright, so now you got your orange juice and your orange zest in your pot. Next we're going to add the cranberries. Just pour the cranberries on in there. I'm getting some weird feedback over here. Sounds like a horror movie. Stop. Alright, so I'll send over here. You want to hand everything to me? No, I'm just kidding.
Is it the pot handle? Nope.
For some reason it wants to mess with me. Sorry guys. I just don't want this to explode in your ears. Okay, now once I got the cranberries in the pot, we're going to add some sugar. It's 1.5 cups of sugar. I know what you're thinking, that's a lot of darn sugar. But this is what we got to add to make some nice cranberry sauce. So 1.5 cups of sugar over the cranberries. I use cane sugar, just natural cane sugar. You can use organic sugar, white sugar if you're into that sort of thing. I try to stay away from it. Like I said, 1.5 cups. Next thing we're going to add is ginger, fresh ground ginger. You can add fresh minced ginger if you like. This is really bothering me. The ginger is going to be 1/2 teaspoon. Veronica, can you play with this thing? Add 1/2 teaspoon of ginger to the cranberries. Yeah. That's my volume, yeah. Yeah, you're going to use the same amount of ginger and sugar, cinnamon, the rest of the recipe is going to be the same. Whether you zest your oranges or if you buy already dry zest. What are you doing now? Quit messing with me. Alright, now I need 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. All the time, my cranberries are still on the pot, in the pot, on the pot. Both are not on the pot. That's horrible. Cranberries, what are you doing? I always think of the band Cranberries when I'm making cranberry sauce. I won't sing. I promise you I won't sing. No. Hey, what are you doing? You're doing something over here. You're changing the gain or what's going on? Alright, where was I? Cinnamon? Yes? Yep. Somebody? I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg to the cranberries, and then an 1/8 teaspoon of salt. The salt is an enhancer. If you add salt to anything, you're going to basically magnify the taste, whatever it is that you're cooking. At this point, the sugar should be melting. The cranberries are going to start to pop open because of the heat. Let them cook for about another 2 minutes. Once all of the cranberries have started to pop open, then you take it off of the heat immediately. This thing just pooped big time. Alright, all my cranberries have popped. I'm going to take it off the heat and let it sit. The longer we let it sit, the thicker it's going to get. If you like cranberry sauce hot, you can eat it hot straight off the stove just like that, or you can just let it sit in the refrigerator for a little bit, cool it, let it sit overnight. It's one of those things also, the longer it sits, the better it's going to taste. All those flavors come out. The citrus will pull the flavors out from the cranberries, and it'll taste quite nice. Alright, anybody have any questions on the cranberry sauce? Yes.